Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Brick Roll. Alright, we're down in Austin, Texas today to shoot a few vlogs for Jordan, and I decided we were going to hit this vintage Toy Story museum in Austin. So let's check this place out. This looks like it's going to be fun. And you know it's going to be good when they got beer and wine in the arcade. Who are you going to call? Yeah, we aren't even in the place yet, and look at all this great stuff here. See, I thought this was going to be a bunch of vintage toys here, not actual movie props or simulations of movie props. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so this just kind of meets you when you get in here. All these great posters and things. Shazam! And they got a Ghostbusters containment field in here. And a proton pack, everything you'd want to catch your own ghosts. Oh, and a PKE meter too. Nice, yeah, everything you'd want. Very cool, there's a trap up there. And check out these vintage lunch boxes, Close Encounters, E.T., Space 1999. Look at all the Godzillas and the old Japanese animation stuff. I love these things. I remember these when I was a kid. I guess these are the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That was a little after my time. Still kind of cool though. Look at all the detail on these things. Shogun Warriors. Back when they were made out of cast metal, not plastic like everything is today. There's just so much detail in here, so many little pieces here.
But you can't go back, you can't go over there by yourself.
Yeah, now we're getting into like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was also a little after my time. Retro Mutagen Ooze.
It's $9 for adults, 6 for kids, and then there's an arcade back there too.
I used to have a Simon when I was a kid. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Is that a Mogwai? I think it is. Here we have Dick Tracy. This was also a little bit before my time. Spider-Man in the background there. I remember these too. Yeah, the creepy crawlers. You get molds of your favorite bugs and things like that. That's cool. I don't remember them being made out of die-cast metal though. I always thought they were like plastic. That's probably what came along afterwards. Alright, this is another one of those things that was after my time, but Jordan tells me this is the Thundercats, and we got the whole village and all.
There's Lion-O.
That's Lion-O. Alright, yeah, like I said, I don't know any of this.
This stuff is great.
Sebastian, can I have my phone back?
That's awesome.
Alright, now we get up here, we get into the Simpsons stuff.
Wonder Woman.
I remember all this. Mr. Burns and Maggie.
Why, you little?
Very cool. All these little villages. I guess you bought these each separately. Bleeding Gums Murphy. Yeah, that's cool. Homer Simpson when he transformed into a donut. Remember that? That was one of the Halloween episodes, I think. He kept eating himself. And the WrestleMania stuff, Jordan was telling me that he had like all of this stuff. Never was really into the wrestling, but I do remember Hulk Hogan and a few of these guys. Very cool. And then we get down here, we get into the cars. Oh, and now we're into the Transformers here. Like I said, this came a long way after me too, so. A lot of fun stuff here though. I bet you I would have loved this if I had been, 8 or 10 rather than 25 when this stuff all came out.
Show him Ghetto Blaster, Breck. Tell him my story about how I wanted that one so bad my whole life. I never got it. It folds up into a Ghetto Blaster and you can put tapes in it.
There you go. Why do I need to say it now? He just told the whole story.
Yeah, tell him that story.
Okay, Jordan said he wanted that one his whole life because it folds up into a Ghetto Blaster and he put tapes into it.
I had never seen that blue Ghetto Blaster, but that's kind of what it was. Actually, I think it's supposed to be a camera or something. I don't know, but no, it's a tape deck. Yeah. But when you pull them out, they turn into like dogs.
Yeah, his name was Soundwave.
That's right, Soundwave.
Jeez.
The actual tapes themselves were Transformers that went inside the Transformer.
Wow.
How great.
Yeah, He-Man here. You ought to have seen how Jordan just melted into a child a little while ago when they had a life-size sword of He-Man. Maybe if I talk nice, he'll let me show you the picture he took. Now here, this is my thing here. Star Wars, Stormtroopers, and Jawa, and Darth Vader, and there's Obi-Wan, and Han Solo, and C-3PO, and R2-D2. Oh yeah, all of them. Great Star Wars lunchbox back there.
Talks about him being an extreme journalist, schizophrenic, and that recall. Yeah, I was just looking, so yeah. Oh man.
It's Luke learning how to be a Jedi with Yoda on his back and standing on his head. Nice. Check out all this stuff. Oh, who can forget that scene where Luke Skywalker goes up, rappels up the side of the AT-AT, uses his lightsaber to blast a hole in the bottom, throws a grenade into it, and then drops and blows up the thing. Yeah, that was cool. The ice planet. So yeah, this was the droid factory. Jawa's vehicle. Millennium Falcon, X-Wing fighter. Yoda. Amazing how much stuff they sold of this. Probably made more money on the merchandising than they did on the movies themselves. Okay, I wasn't really into the Barbie either, but that's okay. We'll put this up anyway. I think my sister had one of those. That was, you could like do her hair and all that stuff. I seem to remember this too. I don't know if my sister had this, but I'm pretty sure she had this motorhome thing. Barbie hot tub pool party, huh? Not sure how well this is going to come out because it doesn't have the black paper behind it, but that's a light bright. And I guess they leave the pegs here so that you can plug in your own message, but it works better if you have the paper to black out the light where you don't have the light shining through. So yeah, you just have to use your imagination on that. You'll see it a little bit from the side, but some kind of cool lunch boxes. Return of the Jedi, Pigs in Space. That was yeah, that wasn't really one I was into. Cabbage Patch Kids, GoBots. That was a little after my time too. Strawberry Shortcake. I remember that.
I bet.
Yeah. See, now we're getting into my era here. Karate Kid, Terminator. Indiana Jones. You just know he's going to reach in and grab someone's heart. Wow, I didn't even know they made some of this stuff. There's Indiana Jones with the Lost Ark, the Ark of the Covenant. Crash Test Dummy dolls. Oh, and Pee Wee Herman, check it out, Pee Wee Herman. E.T. and Mr. T. Yeah, here we go. Here's the A-Team. The A-Team van. Nice. Oh, then we're getting to the Ghostbusters stuff here. All of them have their proton blasters here. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Wow. Just imagine how much time it took to collect all this. I was talking to a guy a little bit ago who said he had a lot of these toys and his mom gave them all to Goodwill. The Speak and Spell. Mr. Peanut.
Peanut maker.
Oh yeah, you can make your own peanut butter. In case that store brand stuff just isn't right. A Ghostbusters game. I had like a video game of Ghostbusters when I worked on the Apple computer back before they called themselves Macintosh.
They have one
Batman.
around the corner.
Very well might. Bo and Luke Duke of the Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, check it out. Oh, the old Batmobile. Got two Boss Hogs here. This one here and then this one back here. Bo and Luke and Daisy Duke. And is there something on top of that? No, that's just Daisy showing some leg. Some Batman stuff. This is actually so high I'm not going to be able to see it, so I'm just going to have to hold my arm up here and let you see what I can't. Like I said, a lot of this stuff came after me, so I don't even know who some of these guys are. But then when we get down here, I know this. I remember the Justice League. I used to watch that on Saturday morning every week. Batman and Robin. Some of the old video game consoles that were big when I was starting out, when we were getting into this. Atari Pong, Atari 2600, I had one of those. 5200. Wow. The entire generation of it here.
You know what? Do that because that'll grab people's attention. Oh, that's not like that.
NES, Sega Genesis. I had one of those too. Yeah, they've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Steve Austin, Stretch Armstrong, James Bond. I think that guy's name was Odd Job. Spider-Man, Superman, Wonder Woman, Captain America. Oh, here we got the Star Trek stuff down here too. Klingons when they look like humans. The guy that's half white and half black. All the characters, original Star Trek communicator. Evel Knievel with Fonzie on the back. That's neat. So I'm gonna just kind of stand back on this one because it's the big picture that really counts on this. Look at all the stuff here. This is all G.I. Joe. These big, huge, massive toys that like filled up your entire bedroom. All sorts of insane stuff in here. Like I said, I had G.I. Joe too, but a lot of this stuff came in way after I was into it. My G.I. Joes are like 12 inches, 14 inches tall. Look at all the aircraft. Uh-oh, that one's got trouble. This one too. That's wild.
I don't think I do. I can look, but I don't think I do.
Yeah, see, at this point, they weren't doing this when I was a kid. This came way after. Look at all the different accessories you could get. All right, so we're back home. That was a fun day. We got a lot of good stuff vlogged, and I think that's all that I have today. So thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.